Hello there people. It's a little bit chilly out here this morning. I've come down the field again today. Basically I just want to go on this rough terrain here again. I went with the Jeep on there the other day. It was pretty decent, didn't get enough run time though, the battery was flat, but come here today and I've brought 4 little cars with me that I'm going to test the off-road capabilities on this farmer's field before he starts to plant any crops. So the 4 cars that I brought with me today, I brought the Jeep again, starting off with the 116 Jeep. Then we've got the PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds game truck that's in the game apparently. I don't know, never played it. That's a 112. Then we go down to the little Toyota Hilux 1983 FMS 118 scale, and then obviously I've just finished all the upgrades on the little TRXM 118 scale, so I'm going to get that out and going to see what it's like on the rough terrain. I've only come down here because there is a few other places that I could go, but at least here I'm not getting mithered by the general public, having to move out the way of people or bikers, or most importantly dogs that want to chase your cars when you're running them. So at least here there's nobody here and I can have a little bit of fun in peace and quiet. So that's what I'm going to do. So we'll get the camera set up on the stick so I can follow them around and we'll see what they can do. Change hands. A lot easier with this end. This one's more of a bash about than a crawler, but we'll see how it goes. Not too good. Not a good start. It's not got great ground clearance this for the off-road stuff. So it's definitely not an off-road rough terrain one, this one. more of a bash it on flat ground. Get it on the gravel then and see what it would do on here. This stick gets heavy after a while. Oh. I think they need softer springs. I think the springs are a bit too hard on it. Definitely more of a soft terrain one, this one. Oh, little jump. I like that little bit, I'll shoot it again. Whoa! So I need to change a few things on this, like the shocks. Maybe put some softer oil in them. See if we can get airborne off this little slope here. Yeah, it needs softer shocks. The shocks are too hard on it, I think. side steps might be causing a bit of ground clearance. Could do with taking them off. God, this gets heavy. So that wasn't too bad, little run with them all. So quick rundown on each one of them. Jeep, perfect, doesn't need anything else doing to it. That's a spot on off-roader for that type of terrain that I've just been on today. The PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds truck, that needs a bit of work. Maybe change the ESC so it's got a brake on it rather than just forwards and backwards. There's not much ground clearance, so it's not really good for going over anything too high. The shocks were a little bit too stiff, I think, even though I did put soft oil in them, and it just tend to roll a little bit. And the tyres are too hard, so I think if I could maybe get some better wheels, bigger wheels, softer tyres, that might give it a little bit of ground clearance a little bit better. Might stop it rolling as much, and he might do a little bit better on the off-road stuff rather than just the flat stuff. And he wasn't all that great on the flat stuff either, to be honest. The little FMS, not too bad. I think these are hindering. Obviously you can see these are below the chassis line, so I think I might take them steps off. It might handle a little bit better. It's not the fastest of trucks. It is more of a crawler speed, so that might be ideal for something like pebbles, like a pebbly beach or shingles or something, this type of stuff, but maybe a bit bigger. This, what can I say, absolutely flawless, absolutely. I love it. It's got a little bit dirty underneath at the moment, but he handled that terrain no problem with them big chunky tyres. I'd like to see what it's like with the other wheels and tyres on when I get them, but I wasn't too keen on them for quite some time. But now that I've added the longer shocks and it's give it more clearance, that's all the way down now and it's not touching, whereas before you wasn't getting full compression, as it were, of the shocks, and it was hitting the mud guards. So that handled brilliant. I absolutely love the way that handles, so I'm going to be getting this out quite a lot more now, I think, now that all the upgrades are done. The extra weight has definitely helped it with some of the angles that I was on today. So there we go, there's a quick roundup of the 4 little trucks that I've run today. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.